Imagine you're walking through a forest millions of years ago. Above your head, dozens of our ancestors leap effortlessly from branch to branch. They sleep in trees. They eat in trees. They escape danger by climbing trees. Then, something strange happens. Generation after generation, they spend a little more time on the ground and a little less time in the trees. Eventually, their descendants stop living in trees altogether. That decision would change the future forever. So why did humans stop climbing trees? For millions of years, trees were the safest place to be. High above the ground, our ancestors were protected from many predators. Branches provided food like fruit, leaves, seeds, and insects. At night, sleeping above the forest floor reduced the chance of becoming another animal's dinner. Their bodies reflected this lifestyle. They had long arms for reaching branches, flexible shoulders for climbing, and hands that could grip with incredible strength. If you had met one of these early relatives, you would probably have lost any climbing competition. But nature had other plans. Around several million years ago, parts of Africa began to change. The climate became cooler and drier. Dense forests slowly gave way to open grasslands. Instead of endless trees standing close together, forests became scattered. Now imagine being one of those early humans. Yesterday, your next meal was only one branch away. Today, the nearest fruit tree might be hundreds of meters across open ground. Suddenly, climbing wasn't enough anymore. To survive, you had to travel. At first, our ancestors probably climbed whenever they could, but every trip between trees meant walking farther across the ground. Those who could move efficiently over long distances had an advantage. Over thousands of generations, natural selection favored bodies that were better at walking upright. Standing on two legs wasn't just useful. It changed everything. Walking upright used less energy over long distances than moving on all fours. It allowed our ancestors to carry food back to their families. They could carry babies while traveling. Their hands became free to hold sticks, stones, and eventually tools. Instead of using their arms mainly for climbing, they started using them to build. Leaving the trees came with risks. On the ground, humans were slower than many predators. We didn't have claws. We didn't have sharp teeth. We couldn't outrun lions or leopards. So how did we survive? By becoming smarter. Instead of evolving stronger bodies, humans evolved better brains. We learned to work together. We made weapons, we communicated, we planned. Over time, intelligence became our greatest survival tool. Ironically, climbing trees became less important because thinking became more important. Did humans forget how to climb? Not completely. Even today, the clues are still there. Our shoulders can rotate more than those of many other mammals. Our hands are excellent at gripping. Children often love climbing trees without anyone teaching them. It's almost as if millions of years of evolution are still whispering to us. Professional climbers can even move through trees surprisingly well. The ability never disappeared. It simply stopped being our main way of surviving. In the end, humans didn't stop climbing trees because we suddenly became bad at it. We stopped because the world changed. The forest became smaller. The ground offered new opportunities. Walking farther, carrying tools, and working together turned out to be more valuable than staying in the branches. The decision wasn't made in a single day. It happened over millions of years, one generation at a time. And without that slow journey from the treetops to the open plains, there would be no cities, no technology, no airplanes, no internet, and you wouldn't be watching this video today. The next time you see a tree, remember, our ancestors once called it home.